Hi, my name is Maya Sari Aisha binti Razi. For this part of the video, I'm going to explain the issue and introduction of the issue that is in the compound of the agriculture. And we decided to choose farm machinery. So farm machinery is the mechanical structure and devices used in farming. The machine operates through the use of the gases and oil. Because it is engine based. So the usage of the machine leads to air pollution because they create the combustion of the carbon dioxide in the air. The reason why it is more severe for the air pollution because nowadays more farmers are prone to use machine because it is convenient for themselves because they don't have to hire more labor, and machine makes job better result than the human labor.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aina Batrisha binti Haranizam. Some issue of air pollution such as vehicle pollution is the introduction of harmful material into the environment by motor vehicle. The material known as pollution have several bad effects on human health and also the ecosystem. Transportation is a major source of air pollution in many countries around the world due to the high number of vehicles that are available on the road today. An increase in purchasing power means that more people now can afford buy a car, and this can give a bad impact for the environment. Vehicle pollution has grown at an alarming rate due to growing urbanization in India. The air pollution from vehicles in urban areas, particularly in big cities, has become a serious problem. The gases emitted from vehicles such as jeep, truck, cars, bus, and other can pollute the environment. They are the major sources of greenhouse gases and also result in disease among individuals. Furthermore, the main causes of vehicle pollution is the rapidly growing number of vehicles. The other factor of vehicle pollution in the urban area are two-stroke engine, poor fuel quality, old vehicle, inadequate maintenance, congested traffic, poor road condition, and also all automotive technology and traffic management system. There are some of the consequences of pollution such as global warming. Emission of greenhouse gas into the atmosphere leads to depletion of the ozone layer, and this can cause global warming. In India, the vehicle population is growing at the rate of over 5% per annum, and today the vehicle population is approximately 40 million. Vehicle emission depend on vehicle speed, age of vehicle, and emission rate. Moreover, number of vehicles sold in India are increasing at a rapid rate. In 2005 until 2006, there are 8.9 million vehicles sold, and 5 years this number has scaled to 15 million. Automotive vehicles emit several pollution depend upon the type of quality of fuel consumed by them. The release of pollution from vehicle also include fugitive emission of the fuel. The sources and level of the emission depend upon the vehicle type, its maintenance, and so on. The majority pollution released as a vehicle fuel emission are carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, and moreover. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maya Sari Aisha binti Razi, and I'm going to explain the upstream intervention for the farm machinery. So the first upstream intervention is the Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement is a legally bind treaty on climate change. it is an agreement with the unification of other several countries, mostly the European countries, in order to combat climate change. So, in order to combat climate change along with other greenhouse effects and also air pollution. So when there are efforts with the European countries, the country itself could be the leading countries in combating the issue or the root cause of the climate change, which is the air pollution. So with the use of the Paris Agreement, some other country will make efforts in improving their country views of the climate change. So they will try to work harder in decreasing the air pollution or any other environmental issue that leads to climate change. The second upstream intervention is agricultural sustainability. Agricultural sustainability is the globalization that makes people leaning more towards the sustainability in terms of agriculture. In fact, agricultural sustainability is one of the sustainable development goal. It's the sub-element of number 2, which is the food security along with agricultural sustainability. So, when people are leaning more towards the development of agricultural sustainability, it means that they are trying to make agriculture as part of the economic, and at the same time it doesn't harm the environment. So for example, they have tried making more efforts in using a machine that is less using the oil, and they try to be more environmental friendly with the machine. So when it comes down to agricultural sustainability, it also making other efforts so that they can make use of the natural resources in a way that it will last longer. So when that in mind, when agricultural sustainability is part of the globalization, more people are trying to be more environmental friendly in reducing the environmental issues such as the air pollution. So they have been taking many steps, such as more use environmental friendly products, and also their method of agriculture that is safe for the environment.
So the next point that I would be asking is a down intervention. Down intervention is a focus on individual incentive to protect or to make it a good infection. For the first one is to plot. It's the one of all carry out. This doesn't imply that is it done be improved. The cutting edge furrow has a shade and can adapt to shallow or profound working provide duty. A toolbar that basically ensure a without straw surface and control board in the farmhouse taxi that build the deep limit. So these methods are the good enough as the one of the downstream. So the second point of downstream intervention is the National Campaign for Sustainable Agriculture (NCSA) was set up to teach the general population about the significance of practical food and agribusiness framework. It works intimately with the voluntary supportable horticulture gathering to advance government rural strategy that upgrades sanitation and security. This also improves the ecological well-being of the open country and fortify the financial stability of homestay. This campaign provides the good of the information, especially for stability of agriculture. Lastly, is a communication strategy. Communication strategy is very important in our organization, especially. This is because we need to be act naturally, genuinely, and straightforwardly. Be straightforward with yourself also, and also for the organization. This is because be the functional admirably with individuals around of you, and will be truly think often about the individual your work. For example, that we can take is communication with the other organization on how to prevent the air pollution by the farm machinery. So when the communication is have, the problem will be settled, but must have the strategy on how communicate give the good proof and making. So that's why the communication is one of the good communication in the downstream intervention, because it is also the biggest focus on the individual especially. So that's all from me for the detail of the downstream intervention that I will be explaining. So from me, thank you.
There are some intervention of air pollution of vehicle. Firstly is the first global conference on air pollution and will be held at WHO headquarters in Geneva on 30 October until 1 November 2018. The conference is being held in collaboration with the UN Environment, United Nations Economic Commission for Europe and others. Participants will include Minister of Air and Environment and other national government representative of intergovernmental agency, health professional and other sector. WHO first global conference on air pollution and health will bring together global, national and also local partners to share knowledge and mobilize action for cleaner air and better health globally. Furthermore, the conference aims to update the evidence on the health impact of air pollution, the method of monitoring pollution and health exposure, and tool for assessing and implementing effective intervention. This also affordable strategy exists to reduce key pollution emission from the transport, energy, agriculture, waste and housing sector. The second intervention is the car emission conference in Berlin from 25 until 27 October 2016, going by the global inventory of greenhouse gas emission. A certain timeline has been fixed for all the major countries in the world for implementing emission standard practically. Furthermore, many of the EU nations have started from root level. It means taking the simple of pollution prevention measure like preventive vehicle maintenance to gain real result in reducing emission and helping move toward a green world with the least pollution possible. Moreover, Car Emission Conference 2016 is an effort at the macro level to bring awareness about the method to reduce pollution from real driving emission. It needs support from millions of micro-level organizations and individuals to spread all over the world. And the last intervention are one-day conference air pollution control. Air pollution issue remain one of the most challenging problem facing not only in India but international community. That's all from me. Thank you.
I will proceed with upstream intervention that we already choose for this case study for vehicle exhaust fume. So as we all know, greenhouse gases are made up of many elements like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide and methane. Nitrous oxide and carbon monoxide are the most poisonous element as they induce poisonous element into the human body. And according to the European statistic from April 2016, the road transport contributed to 62.9% of nitric oxide and 68.9% of carbon monoxide in the air. So this is more than power generation and industrial pollution put together. So globally, this issue is growing worse and worse each day. So the intervention that are in a global level is the Car Emission Conference, the latest in automobile efficiency. Car Emission Conference 2016 is an effort at the macro level to bring the awareness about the method to reduce pollution from the real driving emission. It needs support from millions of micro level organizations and individuals to spread all over the world. So these are one among the foundation stones that can make it stronger. So the unique features from the conference is can get the latest industrial insight and awareness about evolving RDE testing standard and their result. Moreover, we realize the existing gap between planned emission standard and actual emission rates in the region, and also we'll get to know how exactly automobile pollution is creating imbalances in the global warming level and resulting in catastrophic events. So for this reason, we highly encourage as many people to choose one fuel-efficient vehicles when opting for car or van hire, so that together we can continue to caring for the environment as best as we can. For the downstream intervention that we choose in this case study for vehicle exhaust fume is one-day conference on the air pollution control, which is on 10 July 2020, which is located at India Habitat Centres, New Delhi. The conference on air pollution control is aimed to bring together the leading academic scientists, researchers and scholars to exchange and share their experiences and research results on all aspects of air pollution and control. This will also provide a premier interdisciplinary platform for the researchers and educators to present and discuss the most recent innovations, trends and concerns, as well as practical challenges encountered and solutions adopted in the field of air pollution and control. So the experts from the various organizations gave suggestions on measures to take before the winter, like focusing on minimizing the dust, the industrial pollution, and the most important part is to reduce the emission from the vehicle. The Delhi government will prepare a long-term action plan for reducing air pollution based on the suggestion by the Delhi government. So the Delhi Environment Minister in the conference said that they do not want to wait till September when the air pollution increases in Delhi, but want to create a long-term action plan along with the help of the experts to curb the air pollution, especially from the vehicle exhaust fume. So that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum to Dr. Shawal. I would like to proceed the presentation with the summary of the environmental health analysis and pathway for vehicle exhaust fumes. So, exhaust from vehicle is a major source of outdoor air pollution worldwide. The health impacts are immense but unevenly distributed, both geographically and among various segments of the transportation sector, such as in light duty and heavy duty vehicle, shipping, and off-road machinery. So basically, vehicle exhaust fume estimate health impact at the global, regional, and local level in 2015. So, as much as 2/3 of that from air pollution in India can be attributed to exhaust emission from diesel vehicles, which were responsible to 385,000 deaths in 2015. There was such a big numbers, right? So, this emission can reduce the quality of the air around us, particularly in big cities like in India that are congested with a lot of vehicles. So, the distribution of the health impact and air pollution from transportation is influenced by the policy, the demographic, economic, and technological changes. So, like the transportation attributedly to health impact decline in the United States, European Union, and Japan, as the vehicle emission standards have been implemented to the country. but this reduction have been offset by growing impact in China, India, and some of other countries in the world.
This part is the environmental concentration, which explain more on the factor that leads to air pollution from the vehicle exhaust fume and from machinery. As we know, vehicle exhaust fume is from the use of the vehicles even on the roads or off the roads. The uses of the vehicles causes air pollution because of the combustion and the releases gas from the exhaust. These gases does not only pollute the surrounding, but it also pollute the environmental as it release more gases, which leads to greenhouse effects. Other than that, it leads to other problems to the human, such as breathing problems, and it is very dangerous and fatal for people who have asthma or lung cancer. The second is the farm machinery, which is again, farm machinery is when the operational of the farming uses machine for their main operational function, and the machine is mostly engine based, which needed to use the oil and gases for them to actually working their work. So when they are using engine based that burning the oil and gases, this will lead to air pollution and other environmental issue. In addition to that, it does not only harm the environment or the quality of the air, but it also creates air pollution and other problems to the people that surrounds the area.
Motor vehicles are a leading source of air pollution that affect human health in India. Vehicle emission contribute to the formation of ground level ozone. Motor vehicle emission contribute to ambient level of air toxics. Furthermore, exposure to air toxic can also cause health effects such as neurological, cardiovascular, reproductive, and immune system damage, such as on-road vehicles like cars, truck, and bus are a significant source of harmful air pollution emission. The burning of fossil fuels such as gasoline and diesel has multiple negative effects, and it both produce climate changing emissions such as carbon dioxide and pollution that reduce air quality and leads to health impact. Agriculture is the only industry in which humans apply large quantity of chemical directly and purposely to environment. In addition, mechanized agriculture is the process of using agricultural machinery to mechanize the work of agriculture, greatly increasing farm worker productivity. In modern times, power machinery has replaced many farm jobs formerly carried out by manual labor or by working animals such as horse, cow, and so on. Farm machinery exposure to operating farm machinery such tractor and many more. Low back disorder, or called by LBD, are the most common problem among farmers, with higher rates than in other occupations. Farmers who operate tractor and other type of machinery can have substantial exposure to whole body vibration also. That's all from me. Thank you.